Good morning. How are you? Well, I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're hanging in there. I hope your day is good enough. Frankie is not here because it's been raining and he has these claws that dirt and mud gets up under here, and it takes a while to get him really clean. And if I don't clean him, then he litters mud throughout the house, and usually means I have to take some time out of my day to take care of that. So I decided to block him out in the laundry area for a little while. It's a large room. It's a garage that's been converted into a living space. So I call it the laundry room depending on what mood I'm in. I do have to do laundry today, so I'm going to do that. But it's also an office and storage and a TV lounge area. So he's got plenty of creature comforts, and it's AC'd. What a day. What a day to be alive. Oh, so much going on, and people are so interesting. It's interesting how much people change and yet in some ways stay the same. It's funny because someone said the other day, and I relate to this very well because I caught myself doing it years ago. I said, well, it's been a hard week. Then I heard this voice in my head that said, well, it's been a hard month. Then the voice was like, it was like playing ping pong. Well, it's been a hard year. Shit, my life has been hard. I should say more like, oh, I had a couple days good and 72 about 3 o'clock to 7 p.m., a few days later or whatever. It's just kind of a funny joke. No, my life has been good. I have had moments, days, weeks of good, maybe even months here and there, but they're usually splattered with some kind of drama. And as I was going through this conversation in my head, just like the other day, it was such a great reminder, almost like a deja vu kind of thing. It was like, yeah, it's still the same. Things are different, but it's still the same. Sometimes we weigh out. It's like we're looking for life to balance. Like, if I have this many bad days, I should at least have this many good days. And strangely, that's not how it works. Why? Why not? Well, I just went to a funeral this weekend, and the couple weeks leading up to it were really stressful, of course. The waiting, the wondering, the waiting, and then following through on plans. And so sometimes you just have those deeper thoughts than others. And I like going deep, and there's not a lot of people who do. Most people like more surface conversations and more surface thinking, because I think some people just understand, if there's nothing I can do about it, why bother? Why collect recipe books if I am never going to make a homemade chocolate souffle? Why? And I get that. But I like the analytical. I like analyzing things, just to think about it. I don't know any topic in depth. I just know a little bit about a whole lot. And I find it fascinating to be able to wrap my mind around something new and ask enough questions to where I get a wonderment or oh, wow, that is way over my head, but how interesting. There's so much going on right now. And what's interesting, excuse me, we're so advanced in so many ways, and yet people can come up missing and we can't find them. People may or may not be lying to us, but we can't figure that out. And you're right. On one hand, it doesn't matter. And on the other hand, it's just like on the world scale, that level of stress, that level of the indignity that it creates, that level of disrespect is effective in the home. So when we're treated a certain way, like we're stupid, or like you and easy math don't mix, when I'm thinking about certain situations, it's like, wait a minute, how did this complicated thing get done by this person, one person? You know what? It's very interesting. Or one monkey. Or an accidental leak. I don't know. It's just interesting. Anyway, that's why I do certain things to reduce my stress. Because I used to analyze everything, overdone, and people would say, it's not that deep. Don't analyze it. Just move on, forget about it, whatever. Well, I did improve on that, believe it or not. But I'm such a sensitive flower that what I've realized is, even through prayer and meditation, even through tapping and stop thought, change thought, there's a certain part of my personality that misses analyzing things. I enjoy analyzing things. Even if I don't like the topic sometimes. Even if I know it's going to rile me up a little bit. So I try to put borders around that. Not just boundaries. That sounds kind of flexible, but borders. As far as how long I'll research something, how many days in a row, just like when I had cancer. Oh, research. And until I realized I wasn't finding anything new. I just wasn't finding anything new. So I had to back away from it, and then thought, if I hear of anything new, then I'll research that. But so anyway, one of the things I wanted to share with you is that we may not be able to change a certain part of our behavior in a way that looks normal to everybody else. Because the way I research doesn't look normal to everybody else. But it's part of why I have been successful during my life, is that I don't just settle for surface stuff. I go deeper. And I've been very grateful for that part of my personality that's brought me so much. So many wonderful experiences. Holy cow. But I have to have a way to decompress. When I was younger, I used to turn towards my addictions. Alcohol and prescription medications were my go-to. They were easy, they were neat, they were socially acceptable. Until I was losing my soul. The black hole in my soul was growing and growing and growing until there wasn't much left except for a cynical, sad, angry vessel. Some people would call me a high bottom drunk, but that's not what I felt like. Not on the inside. My outside did not match my inside. That's true. So now the things that I do that make me feel good, I try to make sure I do them in moderation. So I did a little shopping therapy, not addiction. I did some shopping because I can return this stuff. And what I think I'm going to do is stop using TEMU just because it's easy, unless I am willing to not return it. Because so far I've been returning everything and they've made it easy for me because UPS is right up the street for me. Now they're saying the Postal Service. Well, the Postal Service moves much slower. Oh, my lands. Don't like that at all. So I'm going to have to be more careful because it's not that fun. If it's not good shopping therapy if I feel punished in the way I have to return things. I'll just go back to Amazon, or maybe I'll open a Walmart account. Walmart's supposed to have some new clothing lines, or designer lines, clothing, shoes, and oh, you're never gonna believe what happened. So I think I know what this. Yay! I like lighting. This has a remote. And what this is, oh, each one. Did you know, so I have one remote for all the electric candles in my house. And I bought them like onesies, threesies at a time. So I have no doubt I can use the same remote for all of these. But they're these little wires. And what I do is I tape or staple them up underneath my cupboards. Now they had real long ones or they had these short ones. And I went for the shortest ones they had because I don't need, oh, and they're rechargeable. Because I don't need lots of lights. I just want a tiny bit of light. So I'm gonna put this under one cupboard, this under another cupboard, and these two on the top of a cupboard. But I wanted to see how bright they are, and these were such a good deal. I think I got all 4 of these little ones for, I'm gonna say $5. I don't have a place to plug them in to show you. But I like soft lighting, and I figured if these work, even if they're going to cost me more, they're not on this particular sale, I'll go in and try to order some more. I'd like to get some for the bathroom. I think it would be a classy way to do bathroom. Thing is, I don't like those little flying gnats, and the light I have in there is so bright, it collects flying gnats. And which is good because the dogs are in and out all the time through the doggy doors. I'm sure that's how they're getting in. But the good part about them catching those gnats is I don't get them in my bedroom. And it must suck them out from the whole house because I'm not even finding any at the little gnat light I have in the kitchen. I'm not finding hardly any there. But I'll find a bunch of them in my bathroom, like, 0 to 10, depending on what's going on. So see, that's pretty good length. I can't wait to see how that works. Man, I could see where you could just order a shipload, as they see on the commercial, of these. Oh, I just put a crank in it. It's very fragile wire, so be careful when you get these. But if you're really careful, like before I just pulled that, don't pull them to get any creak or to straighten them out. Don't pull. Do not pull on the wire. Don't pull. Because I just messed that up. I was going to say, if you're gentle and maybe have help, you can actually figure out a way to just hang these and have a huge curtain or hang them on a wall. Yeah, this isn't, these aren't made to play. Anyway, I hope they work. Put those over there. Put that over there. So, shopping therapy is fun if you don't make it too stressful, right? Part of the fun is sharing it with you. Oh, this is from Amazon, not TEMU. I had, you're never going to believe this. So, I had the funeral to go to. I know I have a fall winter dress that I can wear with a jacket. And I know I have 2 or 3 black dresses. One's black and white, 2's black and white, one's black. Summer dresses to wear to funerals. I know I had them in there. You know what? I couldn't find them. Could not find them. And I was not going to go buy another dress. Not when I knew I had 4 or 5 dresses in there I could wear. So anyway, that meant I had to put together a different dress I had in my closet. I ended up going with navy blue and white print. And I went with, because part of the funeral was outside, during the actual, what's it called? Anyway, where they lower the casket. And I love these little footies. If you have little shoes, look for these on Amazon. They actually fit like a little house slipper, but they're thin and the whole rim is lined with a rubber. I saw these in an ad or on a YouTube a long time ago. And I'm telling you, these are amazing. They are amazing. Anyway, I decided I had to get off my butt, get in my closet, and figure things out. But I was too anxious to do it right then. Anyway, I don't like shopping for shoes online. Unless, well, I've done it with TEMU because you can donate those and feel good about yourself, right? I can tell right now these are way too big. Damn it. These are 8s. And look how big they are. My foot is a perfect 8. In a lot of shoes, like Doc Marten and Uggs. These are way too big. I'm so heartbroken. But I wanted a pair of shoes to go with my purse that I took wearing those shoes as a nice little pair of summer shoes. Oh, this is so sad. So how do you even know how to order this shoe with this size? Oh, anyway, so I was going to show you. I'm not going to take that off the buckle. I'm just going to try the shoe on just to see how much. Oh, this. Oh my gosh. You're not going to believe it. This shoe fits perfect. It fits perfect. It's kind of like a cowboy boot. The toe is just there for room, but when you walk, it gives you room to scooch. That little sock, I can't show you, I'm sorry. This is the first pair of little shoes those little socks haven't done very well in. That's too bad. But look at this, I'll show you. Look at, there's the heels, but look at all that toe. I almost returned them, but evidently just because of the shape, I think I'm gonna be very happy about these. I think I'm gonna be very happy about these. I'm gonna give them a little more time. I'll wear them around the house just to make sure they're as comfortable as they were in that moment. Because I think those are so cute. And I'll get a second opinion. I do have a friend coming over later for our book study. So exciting. Yes. Yes, it is. Matter of fact, because I don't like going shopping, I don't know if I ordered that pair of shoes in a couple different sizes. I think I ordered a couple different kinds of shoes because I have to get rid of a bunch of my shoes that I used to think went with some outfits. Well, it turns out I'm not going to wear those shoes. They hurt my back. They're too tall. I don't dress the way I used to. I dress now more like a hippie. Why? Well, part of it was an experiment. I thought, I want to explore my personality. Yeah, I got them in a different size. What size are these? Oh, these must be a different brand. They sure look the same. They look similar, but they're a different brand. They got a lot of good reviews, so I'm gonna try them. I kind of like these. These look more natural. The other ones looked a little more polished, a little more new. These might match my purses better. Oh, these are too big. Yeah, my feet are all over in this. That's too bad. Those are kind of cute. Those are really cute. Oh, and they feel good as far as that rattan. I bet they wouldn't feel good on your feet throughout the whole day. They don't look as good on as they do just looking at them. All right, these will go back for sure. Anyway, there's some dresses I thought last time I went through my closet I was going to get rid of, but I ended up not getting rid of them because they fit me perfectly. And I thought, oh my God, I'm so glad I bought classic evening gowns. I only have a few left out of a closet full of them. I only have a few left. Put that up there. So, I do have to get different shoes for them. I do need to get rid of the shoes I bought for them because they're very high. And I used to date very tall men for the most part. And now I don't have to worry about that, thank goodness. I'm not that type of person to worry about how tall I look in my shoes. I just mainly loved being tall. I always admired tall women when I was younger. I like how a slim woman looks even slimmer and sleeker with high heels. I like how they change your posture and the shape of your butt and your calves. But I'm a hippie now. So I got some Mary Janes. Better for the planet. I don't know about that. These are dream pairs. They get a lot of good reviews. Longevity isn't great, but the reviews are great. Okay, these are too big. Dang it. Okay. They're just too big. They're just too big. So, I think these are an 8. Could my age be making me shorter and shrink my feet? Or maybe it's just the brands. That 8 fit. Maybe it's just dream pairs, you know? That's a pair I'm keeping over there. Oopsie. One of the things is I like to try to put things back. Sometimes I think if you're really sloppy and rude about how you return things, they make a note by your name. I don't know if that's true, but I always felt that way. That's why when I go shop, and I really do try to, these are 8s too, so I thought, oh, I got them on a discount. They had them on sale, so I ordered one in every color. Because if they're comfortable like they say they are, I'll wear these all year long. The thing is, though, because they're Mary Jane's, you can't wear socks with them. They're like a half size. They're half size too big. And you can't, I know it has this little side thing, but you can't really tighten it. It's just for looks. I guess there's no sense in opening the last color. What a shame. Well, did you know you can even have Amazon come to your door to pick things up? I haven't used that service yet, but I've seen it on their like ways to return page. These dream pairs as well, and they're 8 as well, and these are the nude. Want to see them? This color. I was looking forward to these too. That's too bad. I'll have to figure out. I'll ask AI. They have that chat AI. I'll get on there and ask them. I'll just tell them. I think, you know, what size should I go up to next? Oops, I got an extra one of these. Oopsie. I'm not going back in. Okay, so I ordered 5 pairs of shoes. This pair looks like they're gonna do well. They look like they're gonna do well, but I won't be able to wear these footies with them. I have some other ones that don't cover as much territory of the foot. Cause see, these cover that much. They come clear to here. And that's great for like my boat shoes, which I wear a lot. But these are pretty good. But I'm gonna wear them around the house a little bit before I put them in my circulation. Do you know it's August? Almost, it's like 2/3 of the way through August. August is almost over. 3/4. I think that's crazy. It's gonna be fall. I have to be wearing fall clothes. And I've been so worried about summer clothes. Because I realized when I decided to go ahead and let myself go hippie, I mean, I'm not completely hippie. I'd call it lazy boho. So I keep getting these just easy to wear clothes that I shouldn't have to work so hard to match up. Well, then either the fabric doesn't match, or the style doesn't match right, or because the pants are baggy and as you wear them through the day, they start looking like kind of diaperish because of that fabric that I pointed out. Oh, just had a little hot wave, probably from that sugar. Notice I get hot waves when I eat sugar. Do you wear that? Okay. Let's see what I ordered a whole bunch of stuff because I wanted to match some of these clothes up or not. And honestly, I couldn't find anything that was more expensive that the reviews convinced me to buy it. And if it was more expensive, it didn't have any reviews. So I realized I'm just gonna have to go shopping. I'm gonna have to go to Ross's when I'm not busy and give it some time and go through every little thing if I want to get my closet in this new mood that I'm in. Okay, I got some lip gloss. I don't care what color this is because it's a pretty transparent lip gloss. I already have one. Not crazy about the color, but I put it on my other lips because I like it, because I hate the clear on these. They smell like glue to me. They have since, what, the 90s when they came out with that style of lipstick. I never liked their gloss in those. But I've liked the one from Walmart that is the, this is an e.l.f. This is, oh, what company is this? Anyway, you can get this at Dollar General all day long. And they have several colors. But I couldn't find that color anymore. So I thought, well, I'll just get something off of TEMU. So when I got that off of TEMU, it feels so good. And it smells good. So I just got it in a different color. Not drastic. But they're under $2.50, which means if I lose one, if it falls out of my purse, big deal. Oh, yay. I did find these evidently on a little discount. These are battery operated, so you have to switch them off and on yourself, which I don't necessarily like. Why did I okay myself to do this? Oh, because I might put them in the bathroom. I might put them in the bathroom. And if I can put the battery container thing in a place where it's easy to shut off and on, I'll experiment with it. I'll experiment with it. Yay! And this is more electric candles. When I had my little get-together last time with the girls, I remembered to use my electric candles, and I realized I want some more. And then I thought, in my shopping therapy mode, turned on, high, I thought, why am I waiting? And then they were on sale. TEMU, of course they're on sale. My remote control, which is like 2 or 3 times thicker than usual. These are white instead of off-white, which I wouldn't have normally ordered. Whee! But that's all they had on that particular sale. And even though I know I deserve to order exactly what I want and can afford it, I can afford my lifestyle now. I can afford the things I like now. There was a time when I had to be on a very strict budget. I had to buy things on discount or Goodwill if I wanted to have any extras. But I don't have to be that careful anymore. But I still have to be smart. I still have to watch for shopping addiction to cross over. I don't have to be hyper vigilant about it, thank goodness. I'm kind of past that era in my life, thank goodness. But I just like candles. And so I'm going to put these around. I want to redecorate my bedroom. So even if I'm not going to actually do it, I like to think about it. I like to research it. So, okay. So I bought all these baggy pants. And I have some skirts. But I didn't have the shirts to go with the pants. So, I decided these are very lightweight shirts. And they're long. they'll go over the baggy pants. Got a lot of good reviews. So even though this is black, it's very light. I'm like, here are the pants. That's what I'm gonna wear later today, probably. But here are the pants. They have sort of a texture to them, and gaining or losing weight. If I have a couple more pounds on me, I can just wear them like this, but I can fold down the waist to it kind of shortens them, but it'll fit tighter around my waist instead of quite so baggy. But this will cover the butt area. So I'm happy about those. And I got such, like I said, I got such a good deal on them that I shouldn't have to, what was I going to say? I shouldn't have to return them if they shrink. Oh, I got the cutest little boho top the other day, and it shrank 50%. Did I return it? No. No. I think I'm gonna layer it over a different shirt. Okay, this was a flannel shirt on sale. It was on discount. And when I'm telling you I buy things on discount, I'm telling you that nothing in here costs over $10. Most things cost. This is an extra large, and this is a large, because they were saying about the different sizes. So I got an extra large. To see, you know, it's not the softest flannel, but it reminds me of flannel. So there's plenty of room to tie it. If it doesn't shrink, it'll be awesome. For some reason, I ordered a large as well. And I'm thinking, what color is this? Huh. It's got a red mark on the collar. I'll have to double check. If I don't know why I would have ordered this. I'll find out how much this was, because I like the size of that one. So I'm not even going to open this one. I may end up returning that. Now here's another black top, but I don't know why. Oh, I got so lucky. I already own this. And every time I wear it, I think I'm going to order another one of these. I love this little thing. The only thing it doesn't have is pockets. But it's so comfortable around the house. So comfortable. You have to take it off to go potty. But the weight, the material, it just feels so good. Now, you're not going to want to wear a sweater over it or a t-shirt over it. If you're going to wear a t-shirt, wear it under it. You're not going to want to have to go through all that hassle to pull it over your head. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's why I quit wearing overalls or coveralls or, you know, the denim. I used to love those growing up. But the first time I dropped one of those things back in the toilet, I was done. Didn't wear another one. Got rid of all of them. I'm like, I am not going through that stress again. Because I was out in public. At some public restroom. Oh my God, I was mortified. Okay, so this is the same as that other black shirt. It's also in a large. And what I can tell you, they have these cheap plastic buttons. The workmanship isn't great. There's that thread that goes across the buttons, you know what I mean. You know, if I were a professional YouTuber, I'd have this camera working a little better. But I'm not. I'm just going to show you real quick. This is a large. And what I'm probably going to do, because I like the length of the sleeves, I like how long this cuff is. but they're very big because, of course, it's a large. Is long enough to go over those wet white pants. And a lot of my whites are such different colors. It's hard to match colors to go monochromatic, which is what I like to do. But I can wear this and then put a sweater over it even. A light false, and still wear those white pants. So I'm gonna wash these. I'm happy about that. This was, I'm being lazy purchase. I paid too much for these. These are those plastic sleeves you put over papers. And I like to give the girls who come to Book Space, I like to give them a printout sometimes of positive, helpful tips and put them in a sleeve so they can take them home. And so they get tickled about it, and I feel tickled about getting to share something with them. So this was, I can't remember how many's in here, but you see how few this is. And usually I buy them by the box. I used to use a lot of these at work. And they were like $7 for just this few. But it helped me be lazy because I just didn't have the time or desire to go looking online. So I didn't. Oh, I love the material. This is that, like, it's wrinkled, trust me, but it's also a wrinkly type material. That's why I got this one. It's not linen, but it kind of looks that cross between linen and seersucker, where the fabric just kind of puckers a little bit. He said to size up, and they were right. And it's not a blouse cuff. It's just a bell cuff. I guess they call it bell cuff when it's just a sleeve. And, it's like almost exactly the right size. And it is not going to cover anybody's butt. However, it's light enough, it would make a very nice top with jeans. I miss wearing jeans. It's been so dang hot that it's just been impossible for me to feel like getting into a pair of jeans. That's why I bought these pants like those. I bought them in several different colors. Navy, black, white, off-white. They call it apricot. Khaki. And I love sweatpants. Like, I'll wear a black top every day for work just to stay consistent and not stir up any fashion or any compliments on my part. I don't want to do all that. So I just wear the same top, a little different design, of course. But I wear comfy pants on the bottom. I just wear comfy pants. I love sweat bottoms. And I have some fleece leggings that I wear that I just love. Because my feet get cold when I'm sitting there. My legs get cold. And I don't know why that AC in my office is so much cooler than in here. So anyway, I came across these. Look at these. I'm so excited. Look how wide these pant legs are. That's as wide as my leg or my stomach. Look how wide they are. That's how wide they are. And I usually wear a large because of my shoulders and the length of my arms. So it might be a little loose here. I might have to get something tailored or just wear it baggy. I've got a lot of stuff I'm just wearing baggy now. I can make a dress out of a leg. Look at that. I love this. I can't wait to wear them. As a matter of fact, a couple of those pants that I got that are that real thin material I was telling you about, I just showed you that white pair. The legs on those are pretty wide. I like wide legs because I just have kind of... Okay, now these are not like regular sweatpants. This is your typical athletic type sweat look-alike that you'd think maybe did some wicking, sweat wicking, moisture wicking. It's something that I expect from TEMU. The good thing is the outside is not real shiny, and it really does look like sweatshirt material. So I could wear these all year if I didn't want to be warm. If I didn't have to worry about being warm. So I will throw these in the wash. I hope they tell me. So it looks like you can wash them and dry them. That's good. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to count myself blessed. I got, oh, did I order 2 of my candles? Yay. I'll tell you what, I just love the ambiance of running these. I was restless the other night. Yep, I did. I ordered 2 of these candles. All I have to do is put batteries in them. And these are white as well. So I'll have to figure out where to put them. I wish they weren't white, but they were such a good deal. I can't complain. I just cannot, will not complain. I can put them behind books or dishes in my bookcase where I have books and my collection of white dishes that I don't use very often. I could probably get rid of them and put all my books in one place, but I like how they look. I'm sorry. I'm not a minimalist. I just don't like clutter. So, yay. You know what? If you put these things in your cart for long enough, you will get a sale. But I'm going to tell you what happens. I want you to hear this. This is important. If you're acting, the app is designed to see if you're active on it. If you're looking and looking and looking, if you accidentally say, I want to go to cart, or because you go payment, you still have one more button to push before you do. If you back out and start looking for something new, weirdly, if the prices are just what you want them to be and you've been waiting for them to go down and now you think you're ready, but you think, I'm not going to pull the trigger. Sometimes, and it's happened to me several times now, you go back out, and when you go back in, the prices automatically rise without you even taking the time to look. Make sure you go back and review the prices before you check all the way out again. That has happened to me at least twice. At least twice. It's probably happened more than that before I noticed. But I remember at the end checking out and I was thinking, wait a minute, that bill is like $7 to $10 more than it was last time. And the other time it was like $14 or $15 more than just minutes ago, half an hour ago, because I went back in and did some more shopping. Now, if I have over $20 or $25 and it's coming clear from China and I don't have to pay shipping on any of it, if it's the price I want, or it's the lowest price I've seen in ages, I'm not going to gamble that it's going to go lower. I'm just going to go ahead and pull the button. And then it'll give you an opportunity to add to that order once you check out. And usually they're going to give you the opportunity to check off some things that are still at a low price. But the next day, those prices might be completely different. So be aware of that. Ugh. Oh, also be aware that they may not let you drop off at UPS anymore or temporarily. They are changing. I even contacted the chat and said, why can't I return this to UPS? It only gave me FedEx and USPS as choices. And like I said, USPS is further. The line is usually longer. There's one poor old guy that's working in there who likes his job. Every single little process of it. But anyway, If you don't want to return your things, that's fine. I don't think I'm gonna. I probably won't. Matter of fact, I know I got good prices on this stuff. This is the only thing I've seen so far that I would even have a hunch to return. And I just did not mean to buy 2 of the same shirts, even in different sizes. I'm sure of it. And this one has a red dot on it, so I know that means a regular. I'm not going to return one thing. Oh! This is what they were saying about irregular. The hem. Look how long that hem is. The other one is not. It's a shorter shirt. This one was a different style. Look how long that is. That's awesome. That'll definitely go with my black soft pants. Because it's still a lightweight flannel. But if I put that with my black pants, oh, I'll love it. Look how wide those pant legs are. I just love that. And I know I paid less than $10 for them. So I'm liking this outfit. Okay. So, wish me luck going through my closet. I've got some girls coming over later. So I'm going to have to get off here and get busy. I need to put on some makeup. Dang. Well, I just wanted to make this a TEMU video, so I'm gonna get off of here for now and get going for my day. Mwah. Bye for now.